I think a 98 Honda Civic is the best first car you can buy. Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach, and today I am driving a 1998 Honda Civic. Up front is a 1.6 liter inline 4, and down below is a 5-speed manual gearbox. So let's talk about that 1.6 liter inline 4. Well, it's a Honda motor, and I've said this in a lot of my other Honda or Acura reviews. It works. That's kind of Honda's whole thing, is that it works. Now, by no means is it fast. And I'll get into that whole Honda fastness in a bit, but it seriously is not fast. Now the 5-speed transmission, it feels like a Honda's transmission. It's real click, 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 click. Although this car, I am moving the shifter fully left to right while it's in 3rd gear. So the bushings are pretty bad, but otherwise, even with terrible bushings, it feels pretty click, 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 which is nice. It's good. Honda knows how to make engines and gearboxes. They really do. Not fast ones, but good ones. See, it's hard to even tell what gear I'm in. I think that's 3rd. Yep. So let's talk about the interior. The interior is tan. For better or for worse. This car has pretty ugly red-looking tints, which I really am not a fan of. But other than that, you get a radio. It had air conditioning at one point, and that's about it. Over here to my left, I do see I have cruise control. Still lights up, but I don't think it works. And on the dash, you get very simple gauges with a little maintenance required light, or it's just kind of written on it. This car is also a 4-door, which is pretty nice because you can have all your friends, but really the interior is almost bare minimum. I am shocked that it has power windows. I really, truly am shocked. I am shook. I hate that expression. I hate that expression so much. So it's not fast. The interior leaves something to be desired. It's pretty basic. It's bare bones basic. Why do people like Honda Civics? Why is there a whole culture based around Honda Civics? Well, I'll tell you why. Honda Civics work. They do. This hasn't started in over a week, and I literally turned the key, boop, 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 there it is. It's ready to go. Not to mention they're easy to work on. Lots of parts are available for them, and they're pretty cheap to buy. This car was actually purchased for around $1,000, which for a running, driving car that's good on gas, that's not bad at all. Here's why I think the Honda Civic is the best first car to buy. Because, reason number 1, they came in stick shift. It's a great car to learn stick shift on. It's really forgiving, it's really cheap, and the gearbox is really simple. Reason number 2, good on gas. This thing will sip gas, and I mean sip it. Sips gas. This, if you're looking for a gas saver on the cheap, this is it. Number 3, they're easy to work on and easy to find parts for. Like I said, go to any AutoZone, go to any Craigslist posting, any eBay auction, you will find parts for these cars, specifically the 90 Civics. They're so simple to work on. They don't have all this extra emissions crap that cars nowadays do. You can get them for cheap. You can buy 10 of them and piece one together. They're just simple to work on, and they're nice. Now, talking about modifications, there's a word that'll come to everyone's mind. Ricer. I said it, yeah. Now I'm gonna go into a rant here. And I've been wanting to rant about this for a while, but I've never reviewed a Civic, so I haven't been able to. But here it is. I've come up with the term Civic Syndrome. What Civic Syndrome is the need to be different. There are so many Honda Civics on the road. Literally millions of Honda Civics on the road. So when you buy one, and if you're a car enthusiast, you want to make yours different. You want to stand out from the crowd. And that's hard to do when there are millions of the same exact car. And I think that's where Ricer culture really comes from. Because people don't want to spend thousands of dollars to make their car different. If a hood scoop from AutoZone, some fake carbon fiber, and some knockoff wheels make it look different enough for you, why spend all the money to make it different? They're just a good stepping off point. That's it. It's something to go, okay, I like cars, I want a car, boom, I'll buy a Civic. Okay, I'll save up money, and if you really are a fan of Honda, sure, go buy an S2000 as your next car, or a Del Sol, or, you know, move up the chain. This is a basic jumping off point. My gripe with Hondas, the reason why when a Honda comes up to a car meet and I'm like, meh, is you either go full bore, everything on your Honda, motor swap, B-Series motor swap, huge turbo, drag slicks on the front, running 9s at the track. You either do that, or I say don't do anything at all. Honestly, there's no halfway for me with Civics. So I always view a Civic as like a first car. I don't really understand why people build Civics. I mean, I get it, it's easy. Like I've said, it's easy, but it's easy in the fact that like you should learn how to work on cars off it, not dedicate your life to a Honda Civic. Because at the end of the day, it's still a Honda Civic. You can throw Canadian or Euro taillights on it, make it the Acura, whatever they sold in Canada. You can do anything you want, but it's still a Honda Civic. So would I buy a 98 Civic? That's honestly a tough question, because I already have my first car. You guys know that I bought an RX-7 as my first car. One I would not recommend as a first car, but nevertheless, that's what I did. I already understand how to work on cars. I know how to drive stick shift. I'm passing another Civic right now. Hello. Would I buy a Honda Civic? Maybe one day. I have this vision in my mind. Whoever I end up marrying, I hope to one day have children. I do. That's a legitimate wish of mine. I hope to have kids one day. And I want to give them a good first car. And honestly, every time I think about that, I think of a Honda Civic. I do. Because they'll learn how to drive stick. They can learn simple bolt-ons, switching out, you know, air filters, that sort of thing. They're easy to work on. They can learn. Good on gas. So when they're young, I'll still pay for their gas, but I won't be paying out, you know, my rear end for it. They're safe cars. They're definitely reliable. And I think this just makes a good first car. It doesn't make a good project car. It doesn't make a good end-all be-all car, if that makes sense. If you're watching this review because you're about to buy a Honda Civic, here are my reasons why. And if you don't fit in one of these categories, I might steer clear. One, you're looking for a fuel-efficient car on the cheap. Honda Civic. You're looking for something cheap to teach someone how to work on, or teach someone stick shift, or learn stick shift yourself. Honda Civic. If you're looking for a four-door car that'll carry your friends for the cheap, Honda Civic. If you're looking for something cheap and really, really fun to drive, Mazda Miata. But if you're looking for a first car, don't have much money to spend, you want to learn how to work on cars, you don't want to put your whole paycheck into your gas tank, you have a couple friends you want to carry around, Honda Civic. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the 1998 Honda Civic, please leave it in the comment section down below. But again, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.